Hey guys, so I'm outside as you can see today, and I apologize for the lawnmower noise in the background. It's supposed to rain tomorrow and gotta get some mowing done, so it is what it is. Anyway, I'm gonna be finishing up my Haversack today, or at least putting on the mixture that I made in the other video that I just posted. It's called DIY oilcloth something Haversack recipe, oilcloth recipe, I think. Anyway, just go check out that video if you haven't seen it. Here I'm going to be showing that mixture, what it looks like today, and also showing how I apply it and kind of how to work it into my Haversack. So I'm going to shift my angle here, and hopefully you guys can see it. Okay, so here's the Haversack. I did a previous video on how I treated it, and I just wasn't happy with how it wasn't really waterproof. I put a little bit of some raindrops on here, and I put my hand on the inside of this top pocket, and I could feel the water coming through. So I just wasn't happy with it. So it already has a treatment on it. It's just not what I would like it to be. So I have this other treatment, which I made in the other video. Just gonna show you what I got here. And I don't care if it gets dirty and stuff like that. I kind of like that. Looks used and whatnot, so I'm not too worried about the aesthetics and that kind of thing. I think it makes it look cooler because it was just a straight up pillowcase. So then I got my pawn shop score here, just a $5 heat gun, pair of rubber gloves, and just an old rag. This is one of those hospital rags that are sterile, and so you have to throw them away when you're done. Well, a friend of mine just kind of keeps them, and then you can use them once or twice and they disintegrate in the wash or whatnot. So you just use them once or twice and then throw them away. They're great for shop rags and whatnot. So in case I make a mess, here's that. So I'm gonna try and angle you so you can kind of see what's going on. I apologize. So you guys can better see me, and then I can angle you down, but right now this is gonna have to work. So okay, so I'm gonna put on these gloves. I'm gonna plug in my heat gun. Got an extension cord off the side here. So that baby's plugged in, ready to go. I got my rag, got my gloves on. And I don't think you necessarily have to use gloves. I've seen people apply it without gloves. It just makes it less messy. And then I got my mixture here, and you can see it's just kind of like Vaseline. And it's a little bit softer than I'd like it to be today, just because it's so flippin' hot. But it'll work, because it should be a little bit thicker than that. But it is set up, so you can kind of see, you know, what kind of mixture. But like I said, it was 98 yesterday, so she's a little toasty. So you just want to get, that's way too much for one area, but kind of want to get a good coat. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to do an area, kind of rub it in, and then apply the heat gun, and then move to the next area. So I'm going to kind of do it in shifts. Some people will apply this everywhere, then get the heat gun out. You can do it however you like. Some people do it, you know, one small little tiny area at a time and constantly have the heat gun going. This isn't that big of a project, so I'm just going to do this and show you guys the first step, or the first section here that I do, and then I'll do the rest of it and then show you how it looks at the end. So just want to kind of rub it in. Make sure you pay close attention to any seams you got. I might do just pay special attention to some of those areas where you're going to get water that could potentially seep through. So it's rubbed in pretty good. Like I said, I'm not too worried about aesthetics. I'm doing this outside. I use the stick to stir up my mixture here. There's going to be pieces of wood and whatnot in it. This is meant to be used and abused, so not too worried about that. All right. So, turn this puppy on. And what this is going to do is just kind of melt that wax into the fibers. And then when it cools down again, it'll just be soaked in and it'll be more waterproof. I would not suggest doing this on a warm day. It doesn't seem to work as well, and it's harder to tell, you know, because even this over here is pretty wet, and that's not really how it's supposed to be. So we'll see how well this works. It does get pretty hot pretty quickly. So keep that in mind. I'm going to turn that off for now and move on to the next section, and then I'll show you what it looks like when I got it completely done, and then we'll let it dry and I'll show you that as well. I don't know how long it's going to take to dry. It's supposed to rain tomorrow, like I said, so you know, we'll see what happens, but I'll do what I can to get back with you as soon as I can. But just kind of wanted to show you this as much as I could, and like I said, I'll be back to show you the rest at the end. Hey guys, so finished up with the heat gun and whatnot, and I'm gonna try and show you here the best I can. So I just got done with the heat gun on the strap. A lot of people I think don't think about doing the strap because they're like, oh, I don't have any gear there. But if the strap were to get wet, it'd get your shoulder wet and it'd be wet for a while. So it doesn't take that much of the stuff. I'm gonna move you a little bit. There's the bag. You can tell that's drier. It is hot out here, and so this is all really tacky and waxy still. But I think I'm gonna take it inside because it's just too hot out today, and it's gonna be hot and probably rainy tomorrow. So I'm gonna take it inside, out the sun, and let it dry, and then I'll do an update video. Just wanted to show you guys also how liquidy this got just sitting in the sun. Okay, it should be more of a paste, so at the end I could have really like painted it on, but because it got so liquidy just from being out in the heat. So just keep that in mind if you're planning on doing this. Probably best to do it in the spring or the fall, or just kind of make do. If you wanted to do it in the summer and you didn't have a heat gun, I think you could do it because it gets so hot in the sun. You could probably just use a hairdryer if you need a little extra heat, or just to kind of get it where you need it to be. So all this, I don't know how much you can see, but all this that I'm wiping up here, that's all part of the recipe, or part of the mixture. That's just, it's liquid because it's so hot out here. If it was cold, it would look like a candle type wax just smeared all over. So just gonna try and get that cleaned up, and we'll get this inside to dry, and I'll show you what it looks like, and we'll do a waterproof test once she's good and dry. So thanks for watching, and stay tuned for more.